Navigating change can be a challenging thing for leaders and organizations. And one of the principles around navigating change is addressing people's relationship with control. So why change can be quite difficult for individuals is because of the lack of control that occurs around imposed decrease in performance. So let's take a look at the Kubler-Ross change curve. This is a really rudimentary drawing of it. But basically, we have performance axis and time axis. So anytime we initiate change, the purpose of the organization to initiate change is to move us from this level of performance to this level of performance. As a side note, if we ever initiate change and this part of our performance is actually at the same level or below, the change initiative was a complete failure or unnecessary. What's the phrase? Change for change's sake? No. The reason we do change is only to improve performance. So when we think about entering into this change curve, the thing we have to think about most is this part of the curve known as the Valley of Despair. Why is this the Valley of Despair? This is the length of time and depth at which an individual's performance has decreased. When an employee comes to work and they are not competent in their skills, it does not feel good to be at work. We're in a space of failure. So when we think about the relationship to control, one of the things we have to do for our people in this Valley of Despair to move them faster is give them autonomy over how they're learning their new skills. And a lot of autonomy, but also a lot of choices. And this means you have to lean heavily on your learning and development department to ensure that they are providing a lot of options for people to learn their skills. But you also need to lead heavily on leadership to ensure that they are present and attentive to the training part, hands-on, constant feedback, constant praise and recognition, working with their people, moving them through that Valley of Despair faster and faster and faster. In essence, we want to move people to skill acquisition, mastery as quickly as possible. And that generally means we need high doses of training and practice over and over and over again in repetition. That's how we develop skills quicker. When we do this, what we inevitably do for every employee is we move them from that emotional space of a lack of control into an emotional space of control over their performance. That's when people feel really good at work.